If you are planning to make a trip to the space, what you want to see? Planets, lots of glittering stars, and maybe some aliens. But there are some sights in the universe that will give you goosebumps. So before boarding the flight, do subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell icon. Number 1. Protoplanetary Disk. The disk around the star Fomalhaut, with a planet inside it, looks like a fiery eye. This reminds us of the Sauron's eye from the movie Lord of the Rings. This disk is nothing but a mixture of gas and dust. Number 2. Halloween Asteroid, or 2015 TB145. It is a hazardous asteroid approximately 650 meters in diameter, and it safely had 2 flybys from Earth in 2015 and in 2018. Its spookiness lies in its human skull-like appearance. And interestingly, its first flyby in 2015 was on 31st of October, which was coincidentally a Halloween day. Number 3. Helix Nebula, or NGC 7293 or Caldwell 63. This dying star is also called Eye of Sauron Nebula, as it looks like an uncanny giant eye in the sky. The dusty outer layers of the star are glowing from an intense ultraviolet radiation drained out from the hot stellar core. Number 4. Face on Mars. Cydonia is a region on the red planet Mars. It is located about halfway between 2 Martian craters, Arrhenius and Bamberg. When Viking 1 spacecraft of NASA capturing the photos of Viking 2 spacecraft, it spotted some structures like human face. Few scientists believed that the face might be of any alien artifact, but it can also be a trick of light and shadows or an optical illusion created from specific angles. Or once upon a time, there might have existed any ancient civilization. Number 5. Perseus Galaxy Cluster. The Perseus Cluster, or Abell 426, is a cluster of galaxies immersed in a vast cloud of multi-million degree gas which is collapsing at a speed of 5,366 km per second. It is one of the gigantic objects known in the universe. The cluster contains glowing radio bubbles into the core as they emit radio wave. In an X-ray image of the cluster, the core is seen as a whole, which reveals a spooky image like eyes, nose and toothless mouth in a hot glowing skull, and that's why it is also called X-ray skull. Number 6. Hand of God. This is an X-ray image of Pulsar Wind Nebula which looks like a huge open hand and thus nicknamed as Hand of God. It is nothing but a cloud of material evicted from a star from a supernova explosion, and the particles are intermingled with magnetic fields around the material, causing it to glow. One of the big mysteries of this object is whether the pulsar particles are interacting with the material in a specific way to make it look like a hand, or if the material is in fact shaped like a hand. Number 7. Black Widow Nebula. The Black Widow Nebula is hidden behind a web. No, not a spider web, but a web of dust and gas spun from the galaxy's disk. NASA's Spitzer Space Telescope, with its infrared array camera, has captured these streams of dust flowing like spider's leg from the center of the nebula, where huge young stars are forming. This dust is spewing out radiation and particles, creating 2 bubbles moving away from each other in opposite directions. The whole image appears like an enormous spider. Number 8. The Tinkerbell Triplet. We all know Tinkerbell is a fairy character in the novel Peter Pan, but in space we also have a Tinkerbell. Zooming into the Sagittarius constellation, using ESO's Very Large Telescope, the astronomers have discovered a rare case in the space, where 3 galaxies merge together forming a cosmic Tinkerbell-shaped structure. The wings of the bird are about 100,000 light years long, and the head and the major parts of the bird are moving apart at a speed of more than 250 miles per second. Number 9. Witch Head Nebula, or IC2118. It is a very faint reflection nebula believed to be caused by the remains of an ancient supernova or gas cloud illuminated by the light reflected from its supergiant star Rigel. From the image taken by NASA's Wide Field Infrared Survey Explorer, this nebula looks like a witch screaming out into space. Number 10. Black hole. Of all, this is the most dangerous place in the space. Black hole, which we call the point of no return. A black hole is an astronomical object where gravitational pull is so strong that even light, velocity, matter and radiation can't escape. We cannot explain the shape of a black hole, since no one, even scientists, haven't successfully captured its original image in telescope. Black holes are expected to form when a massive star dies, the event which we call supernova. And there are millions and millions of black holes from small to supermassive. The closest black hole, the unicorn, is 1500 light years away from Earth. In fact, we can enter into the black hole by our choice, but cannot exit. According to theories of many scientists, this exit is white hole, which we will discuss in details in later video. For that, stay tuned and subscribe my channel.